Warning, this video contains massive spoilers for a bunch of different animated shows. If you're a fan of Pokemon, Naruto, Steven Universe, or Avatar The Last Airbender, make sure to step away from the video, watch the shows to their completion, and then come right back. The Nut has spoken, and you have been warned. Recently, we've been given hints of the idea of certain past companions of Ash Ketchum returning to the Pokemon Journeys anime. And seeing how this has once again become an extremely hot topic within the anipoke community, I think it's about time I give my own personal opinions. But first, to answer the question that all of you are probably asking me,
say Media Nut, do you believe Ash's past companion should return to the Pokemon anime?
In which my answer would be a resounding,
of course!
The journey starts today. The journey starts today.
Yo, what is up guys? It is the Media Nut. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and welcome back to another Pokemon video on my channel. When it comes to the Pokemon Journeys anime, it's not an exaggeration to state that this show has a lot of crazy twists and turns. Unexpected captures, worldwide travel, exploring different avenues of life within the Pokemon world, and arguably the most fascinating, the potential end of a more than 20-year-long journey. Due to the way that the show really seems to be portraying its character Ash Ketchum this time around, it really seems to be pushing the idea, at least to the fans and the community overall, that this might possibly be Ash's final journey. And as that idea becomes more and more prevalent, it leads to a lot of different discussions and topics of what they should do in order to respect his final adventure. The two biggest ones being the potential return of past companions and Pokemon. For this video though, I'm mainly going to be putting focus on past companions returning, meaning past human friends who have traveled with Ash in his journey. Don't you worry though, because in the near future I will be making a video discussing whether or not Ash should bring back Pokemon from his past in order to help him on his final journey to become the world champion. So if you want to keep up to date, make sure to click that notification bell. That way you'll always be kept up to date whenever I make a new video. Especially now that I've kind of returned to the world of the Pokemon franchise and I've been reminded about how much I love and adore it, you can definitely expect more Pokemon related videos in the near future. So yeah, keep updated. Speaking of which, if you guys don't want to wait for more Pokemon content, then I highly recommend you check out this awesome new project that I voiced in with a bunch of my anipoke tuber friends. The project is called Pokemon Journeys Abridged, and it's exactly what you think it is. Just me and a bunch of my friends from the anipoke tuber community dubbing our voices over episodes of Pokemon Journeys. It's a lot of fun and I'm very grateful to them for allowing me to voice multiple characters within this series. So if you'd like, make sure to check out the series using the links in the description down below or using the iCard above. With that, let's get on with the video. This time around, Ash isn't just challenging gyms or trials or competing in Pokemon leagues or going to frickin' school. Instead, Ash is challenging the Pokemon World Championship. Yeah, that's right, World Championships. Not a single region, but the entire world. And unless you want to do some crazy Dragon Ball Super shenanigan kind of situation, that really feels like an endgame kind of goal for Ash to have. Now, the argument has been made multiple times that because Ash wants to specifically be a Pokemon Master, they can change what his goal is all the time. But as of right now, his goal always seems to be connected to winning leagues and winning these battle-heavy events. So then what happens when you get a character who's specifically focused on battling and have them become the greatest battler in the world? It's due to this possible revelation that the concept of returning companions and Pokemon really seemed to make a lot of sense. Now, for a while, I've seen and heard a lot of people share their thoughts and opinions of which companions make the most sense to return to Pokemon Journeys, and then ask us what our opinions are. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. The past companions of Ash, who I believe should return for his possible final adventure in Pokemon Journeys, should be all of them. Yep, that's right, you guys are forgetting I'm the media nut, Mr. Smash Bros. Fanatic himself, and I'm saying everyone is here. I'm not going to be biased towards the original series and just have Brock and Misty show up, but I'm also not going to be like certain other series and only have characters from the previous generations show up. No, if this is going to be Ash's final, and I mean final adventure, then it makes the most sense for all the characters who helped him get to this point come back and cheer him on. I'm talking Gary, Misty, Brock, Tracy, May, Max, Dawn, Iris, Silence, Serena, Clement, Bonnie, Kiawe, Malo, Lana, Lily, Sophocles. Every single person who has been a companion of Ash at some point or another deserves the opportunity to come back and join Ash on one last adventure, whether it's for the final episodes or for a single episode. This isn't another situation of, oh, I wonder what possible characters can come this time. This is more of a situation of, this is the hero's final hurrah, so it makes the most sense for the characters who are most important to them to come together and join them for one last moment. You've seen moments like these in other works of animations that have had their endings. In shows like Steven Universe Future, Naruto Shippuden, or Avatar The Last Airbender, you've always seen these moments of the main character being surrounded by other characters who have helped them get to where they are now in the final battle, or at least somewhere near the final adventure. In Steven Universe Future, the epilogue series didn't just focus solely on Garnet, Amethyst, Pearl, and Steven. It also focused on closing the stories and relationships that Steven has gained with other characters such as Bismuth, Lapis, Peridot, the Diamonds, his dad, Connie, Lars, even Onion! Meanwhile, in another anime, Naruto Shippuden, during the Great Ninja War, had Naruto team up with multiple different characters throughout his timeline, and even fighting characters from his past in order to save the world from Madara and all of his craziness. Avatar The Last Airbender, both during Day of Black Sun and Sozin's Comet, you see characters return to help Aang fight the Fire Nation. So yeah, if this is going to be Ash's final journey, I feel like at least at some point there should be a moment where Ash meets up with all the characters that he's interacted with up to this point. With that said, I don't think that would be the only reason that these characters return. I feel like another reason why past companions of Ash should return shouldn't just be to support Ash, but also to support the main characters who are currently interacting with Ash in Pokemon Journeys. Those characters being Go and Koharu. Now, in case you guys aren't caught up with the Pokemon Journeys anime, or you haven't seen my latest Pokemon video discussing on whether or not Ash should capture the Galarian starter Pokemon, I discussed heavily the personality traits of Go and Koharu. And I feel like it's those traits, along with their personal goals, that would lead to them into interacting with these companions of Ash. Both Go and Koharu are very recluse and independent characters who are not used to creating bonds and relationships with other people. The main differences between the two, though, are their reactions and interactions within the world of Pokemon. Though Go has a hard time befriending and trusting other people, he is a complete know-it-all and sucker for anything relating to Pokemon. His main goal is to capture every single Pokemon in the world up until he finally gets the chance to capture Mew. See, though Go probably won't admit it, a lot of the lessons he learns about Pokemon, as well as life itself, tends to come from his interactions with Ash. There are these moments where Ash's personality or just his past experience within the world of Pokemon really seem to push Go's character development forward. Not just in the aspects of being a Pokemon trainer, but also in the aspects of being a person, and more importantly, a friend. You see examples of this in episodes such as Goodbye Reboot, the Pokemon Hoenn Battle Frontier episode, as well as their first mission together being to go check out the Bulbasaur and Ivysaur. That's why when I think of past companions that work very well with Go, I tend to think of characters such as Brock, Max, Clement, Bonnie, Serena, Lily, and Kiawe. The reasons why I feel like these characters make a lot of sense to interact with Go is simply due to the fact that these are characters who have seen Ash grow and go through multiple different experiences, or have been affected or inspired by Ash through the experiences they've shared with him. And like I mentioned before, because a lot of Go's growth and development comes from his relationship with Ash, it feels like these characters would make the most sense for him to interact with, just due to the fact that they themselves will help him grow. Meanwhile with Koharu, though she's as recluse and independent as Go is, her key difference from him is the fact that she doesn't really know what to think about Pokemon overall and the world that the Pokemon envelop. Being the daughter of a Pokemon researcher and a famous artist, she doesn't really know what she wants to do with her life. And because she doesn't really seem all for building bonds with other people in Pokemon except for a few instances, her only real development comes from her family. With that in mind, there's actually quite a few different past companions of Ash's that probably make a lot of sense for her to interact with. These characters would include Tracy, May and Max, Dawn, Bonnie, Serena, and even Lily. These characters actually make a lot of sense to interact with Koharu just due to the fact that they started off as well not being sure what they wanted to do with their life, while also being connected by some character that's known for their connection with Pokemon. These characters could also open up Koharu's eyes to the different possibilities of things that she can do or become within the Pokemon world. Aside from that, and also kinda going back to Ash for a little bit, since this is arguably Ash's final adventure, it would also be really nice to see where some of these other characters are when it comes to their goals. Has Brock finally become a Pokemon doctor? Have May or Dawn finally won a grand festival? Did Max finally break Ash's aging curse and get his own Pokemon? Is he now 10? Why is Ash still 10? Putting the extremely questionable immortality of a 10-year-old aside, all I'm saying is that if this really is going to be the final adventure, and if you have this situation where the main character and the relationships that the main character has had can really push other characters forward, and heck, even use the relationships to push the main character themselves forward, so that they could hopefully finally reach that final goal, then it just makes way too much sense for all of them to come back. No matter what your thoughts of each of these companions, no matter what you think about the series that they represent, these guys, these companions, are some of Ash's very best friends. And I don't know about you, but I feel like if this is going to be Ash's greatest accomplishment, then they should be there by his side up to the moment where he finally reaches that end goal. And heck, maybe we get to see some end goals for them too. Either becoming masters themselves, or maybe following a passion or profession that really calls to them. Or if they really want to showcase how much they've grown, even have them have some forms of relationships with other people. But I'm not gonna get into the topics of ships in the Pokemon community just due to the fact that I know how toxic things could get back on Twitter. All in all, every single one of Ash's companions deserve a chance to come back at least for one final hurrah. Or at least, that's what I think. Those are my opinions, and I want to hear yours. Which of Ash's companions would you most like to see come back for the Pokemon Journeys anime? And which characters would you not want to see? Make sure to share your thoughts down in the comment section below. Once again, I would really love to give a shout out to Pokemon Journeys Abridged. It's a very funny show that I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to voice multiple characters in, including some of my favorite Pokemon. So if you're down for a wacky fun Pokemon experience, make sure to go check it out using the links in the description or in the iCard. Once again, don't forget to go check out Mecha Imperfect and Silverstorm's amazing Pokemon covers. It's always great hearing new music from these guys, and I would really appreciate if you guys go and support them. They make covers from all across the video game landscape, not just Pokemon. So when you get a chance, make sure to go check them out and get ready to jam. With that in mind, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and never forget to keep doing you, keep sharing laughs, and keep on rambling. See ya!
The journey starts today.